Good afternoon. We made it.
We're on.
Some fireworks. Hold on a minute. I wasn't even ready. I wasn't even thinking. Do I have the four? Yes, I do. Yes, we made it. Looks like we made it.
Oh, golly.
Well, surfing on in.
Yeah. Just want to again apologize for last week, everybody. It's so aggravating. You have no idea. And it never came on until almost 10 o'clock that night. So, but did we tell them who we are?
Hey, Sunday afternoon, time for another episode of Selling Past Your Expiration Date, being thrifty over 50. I'm your one host, Jason Thrifts.
Hey, I'm Peg Wahini.
What's happening?
Hey, well, I'm laughing because we are so much warmer than Vegas right now. We have had gorgeous weather. Yeah,
feels like 47.
We were between 70 and 75 today. Last I saw it was 73, and it's been like that the last few days. And we've got Monday and Tuesday yet that are still going to be extremely warm. And I mean, Dad and I've been out on the deck playing cards and getting all our yard work done for the rest of the season. So I even put my Christmas lights up. I said, well, this is the best time to get that done. So that's all taken care of. So it's just been amazing. Just how crazy the weather is. And
hey, there's two people here.
Oh, Laura, you're so sweet. Thank you.
You pretend I look good.
Okay, I got sports update.
All right, hold on. Let me switch the banner.
Okay. Well, I missed you guys too. I really did. I mean, I tell you, it's so disappointing when we don't have a show. Because I love being with all of you. I do. 73, yeah. See, in Chicago.
Jason's wearing sleeves, pants, and I just took off my sweatshirt hoodie.
Look, and Mommy's got on a short sleeve t-shirt.
It's 47 degrees. Or it feels like 47.
Right.
All right, so tell us about sports.
Yes, let's talk some sports. Ohio State had another blowout game last night against Rutgers. They won 49-27. But the big news, and I'm still on cloud nine, and I'm just disappointed I cannot get to these games. Our alma mater, Jace, Chardon High School, is still undefeated. Friday night, they beat the Canfield Cardinals 38-6. They have not lost a game, and that made them the regional champions Friday night. So in honor of my alma mater, last time we were state champions was 1994. And they're heading to
Hilltoppers.
Yeah, they're heading to the state finals, semifinals next week. So they got one hell of a defense from everything I'm reading in the papers. These kids are really, really something. And because we live on a hill, that's why they're called the Hilltoppers. That's how they
the worst mascot ever.
Yeah. Well, I like it because it's
all right. So let me explain so people don't fully understand.
Yeah.
This is the Terminal Tower in downtown Cleveland. This is the clock tower in Chardon. And think of the clock tower from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Gorgeous.
So the clock tower is like 3 stories tall.
Right.
And how tall is the Terminal Tower? 84 stories?
84 stories, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So we're so far up, the clock and the Terminal Tower are at the same height at their tops.
Right.
So we're up the top of the hill. How dumb is that?
And that's why we get all the lake effect from Lake Area and get buried with snow in Chardon, Ohio. But gorgeous now, so we won't take it. So I mean, Browns didn't play today; they had to bye. They were disgusting last week, as most of us probably already know. That they were horrible, just horrible. And so we'll see. Our defense stinks. They better do something with the defense. That's all I can say. So it's been a busy week. Some other family news. Jason's brother Buzz, the youngest in our family, is having his grand opening on Tuesday of his new salon. Here's a picture of his card that Nadine did. All his beautiful.
You could have sent me the artwork, and I could have shown it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't even think about sending it sooner. And so that's going to be Tuesday. He opens up his salon. It's one of those. There's a lot of suites in the building. I guess this is kind of the coming thing. And of course, he decorated his salon in all tropical attire, and everybody is just loving it, because I don't think people are used to seeing Hawaiian attire, decorations in a salon. So we're excited for him, and he's booked solid next week, Jace's already, so it'll come, but it's exciting. I've been helping him a lot, and he's done a lot, and Nadine was a huge help with the graphic work, so we can't thank her enough. So so we're going to be rolling with that next week, and he's off and running. He's finally owning his own business, so to speak. So that's kind of cool.
Good luck, Mom.
Yeah.
Let's see how when tax time comes goes.
Yeah, no, but he's got Venmo, right? Venmo. Yeah. At the end of the year, they have the printout for you and everything right there. So that should be good. Yeah. So
gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it will be. It will be. He's gonna learn a lot.
Let's get to our topic here. It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks in the making.
I know.
All right, look. So a couple things happened to me, and something's happened to my mom, and we have a guest in a few seconds. Something happened to them, and I'm like, oh, we should talk about returns. And I looked, and we talked about returns, I think last November, or October. So we're like 10, 11 months away, 12 months away, whatever it is.
Yep.
But I know some of you have been with us a long time, but there's always new people. So hello, everybody.
Yes.
Hello, new people. Because it's an important part of your online selling game is your returns. We're going to show you why. And the amount of people, not so much in my groups, but in other groups. And if you're new, maybe you're not really experienced the thrifting board yet. I'll take returns. People are just angry. I'm like,
I know.
That's part of business.
Yeah.
That is part of business. So short of selling food goods, we're all selling used CDs and bras and jeans and stuff.
Right.
It doesn't work for the customer. Why turn them into an angry customer?
And I mean, you got to put it this way. If you're buying something, just say at Walmart, and you want to return it, and they say, no, we don't take returns, how happy would you be? Not too happy.
Here's the next argument that the people always say, well, I'm not big like Walmart. Well, if you think small, you're going to be small your whole life. And let me tell you, the customer doesn't care that you're not Walmart. What they care is that you're not offering returns, because I shop nowhere, including on eBay, that doesn't take returns.
Yeah.
If you have a product I want and you don't take returns, I leave. Now, here's what I hear a lot of times. Well, my business is fine. I don't see any problems with me not taking returns. It's the customers who left who you will never know about.
Right.
Because when I get to an item on eBay that I want and it doesn't have returns, I'm done looking already. I've moved on to find someone who does offer returns, not because I'm going to return it, because I barely ever return anything, but I want to shop where I feel good. So I am not taking the time to message that eBayer and going, hey, if you had returns, I would have given you some money. No. Right. So if you're not taking returns, you don't know of the customers who are just splitting, because that's one of the features on eBay.
Right.
Show me the ones with returns. We're going to do that in a second. But here's what we're talking about tonight. Myself, Mom, and this person right here. Hi, honey.
Hi.
We all had returns recently. We're going to talk about tonight that, guess what? The return never came back. So guess what that means? We still look good by taking returns, but since return never came back, no refund. Ta-da!
Yeah, that happened.
So, Stace, why don't you tell your story of because you wanted to punch me in the arm.
What did I want to put you on the arm about?
You made me take that offer. Don't you remember?
Oh, that. Yes. All right.
Oh,
okay. So even though I know most of you think that I am a seasoned seller, I'm actually still pretty new at this. So I had this beach bag that I took beautiful pictures of, took very good measurements, did a great job of describing it. And it wasn't selling, so I'm like, I just want to get rid of this thing. So I think I think the original price was I was trying to sell it for $19.99, which I think was probably too high. So I dropped it down to $15.99, and I get an offer for $8. And so I'm already pissed off because I'm like, that's just ridiculous. I'm not going to sell.
I talk off the ledge. I'm like, look, someone has money that's having a conversation with you. That's the game.
I'm just going to keep it for $8. So I countered with $14.99. And then she comes back. If I remember correctly, she actually came back with $7. So I was like, all right, this is ridiculous. I said to Jason, I'm like, can I just stop talking to her? And he's like, make an offer for $16. I'm like, well, that's makes no sense. So I did, and she took it. So
see, sometimes you have to go the other way.
I'm already annoyed because she started off lower and then ended up paying more. And I'm like, why play these games? But I get it. That's why I just dabble, because I would get way too emotional about this. So,
All right, let's get to the return part.
I'm getting there. It's like a whole buildup. I'm taking my 5 minutes of fame. So I send it off. Great. About a week later, I get that she wants to return it because it's much bigger than she thought it was going to be. And I said, I didn't have a choice, obviously. I'm like, all right, fine. So, but of course I'm annoyed again because the picture was gorgeous. So you can see how big it is because it was on a mannequin and the measurements, but all right, fine. I'm thinking, all right, if I was Target, I'd let her. So I guess I have to. And Jason says, well, she only has a certain amount of time to return it. So if she doesn't, then you don't have to give her the money back. And I said, what? So I kept my fingers crossed and I kept marking off the days on the calendar until it didn't come back. And I got a little message from eBay saying this is closed and we're done. So there you go.
I know.
All that heartache for nothing.
Yeah. Right, but
why waste my time?
But that's the norm. And that's why we want you to take returns, because I would say lately for me, 50% never, ever send it back. Never. So great. I offer the returns. I get the bump in search and they don't send it back. And then I just keep the money and then we move on.
Yeah. And I'm batting 1,000 and I got to keep my $16.
And you know, we all get the low ball offers. I mean, that's just part of the game, you know, and you just, I just keep calling.
All right, we need to pause. Carol, that is the worst thing to do. Carol, I see you in other groups. You have to get out of those groups. Blocking them is the absolute dumbest thing you can do as a seller. It not only hurts you, it hurts all of us, because why are you blocking someone that wants to give you money? They've started the conversation. I have money. And your thought is, that's not enough money, I'm going to block them? That's ridiculous. What if you walked into your grocery store and they said, you didn't spend $50 today, get out and never come back? Stop blocking customers. Get out of any group that tells you to block customers who want to give you money.
Yeah.
That hurts all of us, because then they get angry and leave the platform. So Carol, stop that today. Please, for you, for my wife, for my mother, and for everyone else watching, stop doing that. Please.
Plus for mine, which I would have never thought to counter with a higher number, and she paid it.
Right. Right.
So now I'm like, oh, this is on. This is a game. I can't wait for somebody else to make me another offer.
I mean, I always go back.
There's no emotions in customer service.
Sorry. Mom always goes back with the higher price, the price I want. And, you know, if we have to go back and forth a couple of times, big deal. And if they leave, fine. If they buy it, great. So, you know.
And then here's the other thing. You block someone now on eBay, and now they're pissed at you. Guess what? They log out and they log back in as a guest, and then they can give you a bad feedback. Or guess what? That person you just blocked has a neighbor, a brother, a sister, a mother, a wife, a boyfriend.
Right.
I mean, I have an assistant working right now who has her own ID. So if I got a problem, I'll just go, hey, go buy this for me, would you?
Yeah. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
So blocking is pointless. Yeah. Now, someone said if you're being threatened, then absolutely. Then you should follow the steps and do what you got to do. It's really not going to stop anything. But then if you have to take it to the legal authorities, you've done your due diligence. Because someone doesn't offer you too much money, that's not a reason to block.
Yeah. Yeah. Carol says she's listening. She says,
yay! I wasn't ready for that conversation, but here's my prime example. I had the most bitchin' vintage Toy Richard dress I've ever found. And it was very tiny. It was like a 0, but it was so cool. I had it for $100. Person offered me $5. Now, based on what we see in other groups and what we just talked about with Carol, they would decline and block and move on. Right. I countered at 97, and then they countered at 10, and I countered at 95, and they bought and paid.
Yeah.
They were just dipping their toe. Now, Carol, let's flip it. You're the buyer, okay? If you're going to buy something that has the best offer, try and get the best deal you can. Because here's the deal. You don't know if the thing you're about to make an offer on has been up for 2 days for this seller or 2 years. So if it's one of Mom's 3.5-year deals or Debbie's 6-year deals, if you offer them $10 on $50, they might take it. Because you don't know how long it's been there. Yeah. So someone offers me $10 on a $50 item that's been up for 2 years. Goodbye.
Exactly.
See you later. Yep. Give me $10. I'm happy.
Awesome.
All right.
It turned out I turned lemons into lemonade.
Yeah, I think we got that point across. Don't block them.
And always engage. The customer has money. They're talking to you. It
Right.
doesn't always work out, but oftentimes it will. And I'll tell you what, I wasn't ready for this part of the conversation. A guy made me an offer and I countered with the same price 6 times in a row. So he knew where I was coming from. $34.99.
Yep.
He declined the last counter. The next day he offered me $34.99. He goes, if you'd still take $34.99, I'm ready now. He tried to play the game, and I don't hate him for that. But guess what? I got my number because I waited.
I mean, it's the same thing that we do when we go to garage sales. You hear Mom dicker all the time. So, it's both sides, you guys. It's just it's the give and take, and that's part of the game. That's all.
All right, let's get back to a little more returns. So Stacy's first return worked out in her favor. Never got it back. Didn't have to worry about it ever again.
Yay.
Yep.
All right,
I'll see you for nap time in about 40 minutes.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, honey.
Bye,
Stacy. Sweetie. Okay, so we found this, and this is just from January of last year, so almost 2 years old, but would still be relevant. Here's the key points about returns. Excuse me. About 5 to 10% of in-store purchases are returned, and 15 to 40 of online. Now let's think about that number because I'm about to show you my returns for the year, and it's nowhere near that. I sell a lot of clothes. Mom sells some clothes. A lot of you sell clothes. So here's the deal. Even if you put measurements in, I have had my most favorite t-shirt from the company that I love, and I ordered the exact same size. And guess what? Something happened at the factory and they cut it wrong. So of course I'm going to return it. Even if you see measurements on sizes of jeans or a shirt or shoes or bra or whatever, sometimes your body has changed a smidge. And when you put it on, it just ain't fitting right. So, of course, don't you want to be able to return it? Think as the buyer always. Don't think as a seller who's aggravated. Think about, okay, if I was the buyer and I got this bra and my boobies didn't fit, wouldn't I want to return it and get my money back? Absolutely. Okay. All right. So Mom found out where we find, because I didn't exactly know. Mom found out where we find the details on our returns for the year. So Mom, if you would lead me through that, please.
Okay. So you go to your Seller Hub, everybody. And
here we are in Seller Hub.
Yeah. The first thing that we're going to do, we're going to go to performances.
Okay.
And click on that. And then when you click on performances, at the drop down, we go to service metrics.
Okay.
Okay. And then scroll down and you will start to see your numbers. Now mine was, Jason, yours was a little lower than Mom's, I think. What is yours?
Well, here's mine from July through September, but let's go for a year.
Okay.
So November 2019 to October 2020, and I had 4 returns. Yeah.
Now, Mommy's, I must be doing good because I have no returns. In that
and my average is 0.61%. My peers are 0.56. I'm just a smidge above my peers.
Yeah. So Mom's at 0.0000, and our peers are at 0.47%.
Exactly. Just because you want to fit in a size 4 doesn't mean you can.
Exactly.
And I feel anybody like that. I'm like, I want to fit in these jeans.
Yeah. So that's where you can find that percentages. Now there's another way to go about this as well. So go back to your Seller Hub and scroll down to selling tools, Jay.
Okay. Selling tools right here.
Okay. And then look for Seller Dashboard.
Got it. Seller Dashboard.
Yep. Click on that.
Okay.
Okay. And then when you open that up, if you will see your returns to the right of that. Now, for the past year, my return rate for me was 1.84%.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, so I had 16 out of 869 returns in the period from last November through October of this year.
All right. So in the last year, I've had 19 of 1,409 transactions. Now that's just on eBay. I get returns on Amazon and other places too, but we're talking, eBay's the easiest place to just show everything too right now.
Right. So those are the 2 places, you guys, if you want to check what your return rate is and how you're doing. And as you can see, the numbers are so minimal that, not to take returns is just ridiculous. It just is. Yep. Plus, if you want to get up in that top rated seller status, you got to take returns. And,
all right. So
why not?
Speaking of, good Ma, you threw up a softball and hit it out of the park. Okay, so here's all the people selling Frankie's Tiki mugs. I'm one of the sellers that sells Frankie's Tiki mugs.
Mhm.
Let's remove the people who don't offer returns. When I look for something, I don't necessarily click on free returns at first. I click on returns accepted. So out of 41 Frankie's mugs listed, let's say how many accept returns. 24, half. And of those 24, I'm almost half. I have like 9 of those. I have 9 up there.
Oh,
So
wow.
of the 24, let's see what's free returns. 14. It's mostly mine. I'm the only one offering free returns for the most part.
Yep.
Okay. So that tells you about where it puts you in search. Let's look at another mug. This person, the middle person, is selling for more than me with free shipping, and the person on the right is more than me but free shipping. But I am the only one of the 3 of us that have returns. Now, let me tell you how many times I've got a Tiki mug return. I think never.
Probably
and I've sold thousands of Tiki mugs. Tiki mugs aren't a highly returned item. Electronics can be, but Tiki mugs aren't. But guess what? Just having 60-day free returns puts me up higher in search all the time. And so I get the benefit of the bump. Now, in this mug, there's only 3 of us. Not that big of a deal. But in a crowded field like Frankie's, it becomes a much bigger deal.
Right.
I know which one is yours. Yep, I always make mine a little more artistic.
And Lori Hargrove, thanks. I'm glad to help. It's I had to do a little research myself, but once I got it, it's pretty easy to find.
Brian, everyone can do free returns, because what you do is you then turn it around and you offer it for more money. Because here's the other bonus kick of free returns. They can't leave you a negative feedback. So no matter what happened, because you have free returns, eBay has said, hey, look, you're offering the best customer service you can offer. If they left you a negative feedback because of anything, it will get expunged because you have free returns. So I only had 19 returns in 1,400 items, but guess what? Not all of them came back.
Right.
I would say half. So let's look at that. Yeah, I don't trust sellers on taking returns either.
Yep.
Okay, now this isn't a return, but kind of along the same lines. I sold this for $49. The person said, nah, I want to cancel it. And I hadn't shipped it yet. And I've seen some people say, screw it, I'm shipping it. They can return it. Why would you want to go through that hassle?
Never.
They bought it for $49. I gladly canceled it. And 20 minutes later, I sold it for $60. I upped my price. I sold it for $49 and went rather quick. I'm like, oh, thank you. Let me up my price. Yay, $11 more.
Right.
I was happy to cancel.
Absolutely.
All right. So sometimes, oops, we should have our little thing up there. I totally forgot. There we go. Sometimes you have to have returns because you or your assistant, Kelly, have screwed up so bad, you don't want to make a headache. So this was bought, as you can see, directly on ebay.uk, European customer. He gets this beat up old Eliminator shirt that had the sleeves cut off. Kelly said it was 28 inches long, which he was good with. When he got it and measured it, it was 20 inches long. I have not a clue, and neither does Kelly, how she was off by 8 inches.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Now, with having the free returns, it's very easy for him to start the process, get the label, ship it back, blah, blah, blah. Easy peasy. And Kelly knows that she is like, yeah, I owe you some time because I lost the shipment there and I had to pay for the shipment back, obviously. But that's where a return is warranted. We screwed up.
Right.
Kelly screwed up. Now, of course, I'm not going to check Kelly's measurements. That'd be silly because there'd be no point of an assistant if I was going to check her measurements. And for the most part, they've always been right. This time, I don't know what happened. How you're off 8 inches, I can't even fathom.
And sometimes too, Jason, like people, write to mom and say, hey, I got this, maybe I'm not happy with it and I want to return it. And I will make them an offer. I said, well, if I give you a 50% discount, would you keep it? Absolutely. That has worked every time for mom when you offer them a discount. And I don't care. I would, to go through the expense of paying for the shipping to come back, you're still further ahead. Just let them keep it and give them a discount.
Okay. They can leave you a negative, Tina. You just got to get in touch with eBay and they'll take care of it.
Yep.
Of course, the system doesn't preclude them from giving it to you, but you can have it expunged, especially with the free returns.
Right. So call them for sure.
Okay. So these boots had no size tag. So we went to Paul Bond. We went to their size chart and they have a little chart, how to measure your boot. So we did it. And I was with Kelly on this one. So I got no problems. Customer gets it and says, man, this is no way it's a 9.5. Okay, well, we follow the chart, but I'm not going to argue. Okay, if it don't fit like a 9.5, it don't fit.
Right.
Absolutely. I got free return, sir. No questions asked. Feel free to return them. Guess who never sent his boots back?
Yeah, see?
Now, I will take care of my customer, but if they can't get to the post office, I've done my part.
Right.
Well, guess what? The return got closed, and I kept all the money.
Yeah.
And there it is. Jason, we reviewed the case and closed it without any refund to the buyer because he never shipped it back. Most people forget. They'll start the return process.
Right.
And I can show you things around this office that I'm like, yeah, that was supposed to be returned in 2018. It's still sitting around here.
Oh.
Now, here's another one. They said this came damaged. And I said, no problem. Now, usually I'd be just like, keep it. But I tried to file a claim in the post office, and they really want to see the stuff now. And I'm like, really? In the middle of pandemic, I'm going to tell my customer to go to the post office?
Yep.
No way. So he said, I'll ship it back. I said, great. Then I'll just do the claim at this end. And they never shipped it. So eBay goes through the process, and they close it out. Like, I don't have to do nothing.
Right.
And then he got mad.
Well, he didn't return it. Why should he get mad?
Yep.
Foolish.
Okay, so they said, hey, we've closed this, no problem. So I moved on with my life. I thought he did. You should have given me credit right away. It was your fault due to the pathetic packaging. I should leave a negative comment. I will still expect my credit and will keep the case open. He wrote this after the case was closed. There ain't no case to keep open. eBay already closed the case.
So how many days went by? 60 days, Jace?
I think it's 30.
30 on that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would take care of anybody.
Right.
But when people say you don't know how to ship, look at my ID. 19,000 feedbacks, 20 years on eBay, 100% positive. I think I have a clue.
Right.
So if something does go wrong and you think that's the way I normally do business, I always go check. If I'm getting something from a buyer, I go check their feedback. If they're new or got some bad feedback, I know that they're not good at this. You can plainly see I'm good at this. So, but Carol and maybe even Brian, a couple others, you got to take emotion out. He called my packaging pathetic. Well, I don't care.
Right.
Because it ain't.
Because it isn't. We know that. So,
I don't care. Guess what? This didn't make, only thing this did for my day was, I got something else to talk about on the show. Woohoo. That was it. That was it, man. Now, here's one. I received the paint by number today and very disappointed. In your description, you did not mention that you can clearly see every number through the paint. And you could, but it was in the pictures. But again, I said, no worries. Yep. Send it back and I will refund your money. Never heard from them again. So even though I would have happily taken the return, I mean, they missed it. They didn't look at the pictures. And I didn't pay it, but you look at the pictures, you can see the numbers. And
Jason, on the early paint by numbers, you could see numbers come through the paint on a lot of those. Yep. That's just the way it was. That, that's not a defect in the paint at all.
I'm not a product of my father and a lot of things, but I am a product of my father in the shipping department. Absolutely. Yep. Robin, he didn't give me a negative. He just disappeared.
Yeah.
Plus, I can reuse broken mugs in other projects. I have friends who make mosaics. So that's one of the rare broken things I would actually take back because we can turn it into art.
Right.
Oh, all right. So, here's another example. Sold this purse for $60. It got returned and she didn't like it. So she paid for the shipping back on her own. She was very cool. She was like, yeah, it's cool. Didn't work out for me. So guess what? I relisted it and sold it for $70. Ta-da. See how easy that was? I didn't get upset. I didn't get wigged out. I'm like, we got it back. I already got the listing. Relist. Hey, 2 weeks later, sold for $10 more.
I know. Don't waste negative energy. Put it into positive energy. Do more listings. That's all. Take it away.
Here is my greatest example. I found these badass Levi's whitewashed 80s jeans with all the tags on them sitting at Savers or Buffalo Exchange. And I sold them for $80. And the second I sold them for $80, I go, the hell was I doing taking that stupid offer? They were worth a lot more, but I'd already taken the offer. I honor my agreements. And he gets the jeans and goes, can I return these? They don't fit. I have never been happier to get a return. Yes, please. Return them right away. All the tags still on them? He said, yeah, return them right away. He returns them, and I sold it for $120 a day later. $40 more.
Right.
Yay me. But that's what you do. That's how you expunge the return shipping that you just paid for.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one thing I did tell Kelly. I said, Kelly, here's your silver lining in your screw up. It was a t-shirt that weighs like 9 ounces. Thank God it wasn't like, a set of TV trays.
Jason, did you see the one question in there, honey? They want to know when the shipping comes back, are you paying the same amount of money that you paid for the shipping to go out?
Yeah, when you have the free returns, eBay's got it all set up because it's based on what your label was going out. And so, it's a first class item, if it's a priority item. Now, if a buyer decides they want to send it back express mail, they're not getting that money. And they can't do it, but they could send it because some people don't know the processes. So they send it on their own. Then I got to take care of their refund. But you can't send it back express in a box made of pure gold. I'm not going to refund you for that. Yeah. You got to send it back the same way I sent it to you. You guys are so chill. I need to learn from you. Is the secret drinking out of tiki mugs? I'm just drinking water today.
Yeah, me too. But in my Ohio State cup.
Yep. Just as Robin said, just raise the price. Easy peasy. So
you'll be surprised.
Returns is nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to get worked up over. It is a part of business. Whether you're Renee T, who's just got 10 items. I don't know how many items you got, Renee, but let's say you got 10 items, or Macys. It doesn't really matter because here's what matters: the customer experience. We, as small-time sellers, should strive to be mistaken for a big-time seller. That's why my photos look good with a plain background. There's no hands in them. There's not the kitchen table in it. There's not my dog walking by. Make myself as perfect. Look, these pictures are taken in a spare bedroom, but you wouldn't know.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter, but you should strive to be like the big sellers because you're never going to get there. I mean, when I first started, I was doing little business and now I do big business, and I do big business on multiple platforms. So, and I can do bigger business. So I keep striving to be, there's the rare person who complains about my services. I accepted an offer today. 2 minutes later, they go, "Oh, that's the wrong size. My bad. I didn't know how the whole offer thing worked. Can you cancel it?" I canceled in 2 seconds.
So did I. Yeah, I've done that. I just had
no headaches.
Yep.
No headaches.
I'm going to ask a question here on these jeans. Wouldn't the black background have been better than gray and gray?
Oh, probably. But well, black would have been bad too. But that's the only thing I had at the time. This is an old listing. This is
way back.
This is probably like 7 years ago, 6 years ago. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. And the new customer was very much.
Yep.
New customer is very happy. They said, they wrote me back and said, "I love these jeans." I'm like, good. So, it got to the right person. That's always my goal too, is to get the item to the right person. Sometimes it gets the wrong person the first time. It's cool.
Right.
Let's get to the right person.
No, I'm not sure that D. Garcia, I'm not sure the first name, but our show teaches them something new every time. Thank you. We're always here to help.
All right, let's get to some other stuff. Let's do a little housekeeping. Now, I usually don't go backwards and telling you to watch shows. I usually advertise what's coming up, but we had a lot of fun Thursday night.
Yeah, and I'm putting this on in honor of that show.
Yeah, hang on. I got a hat here. I still haven't cleared my office from Thursday. All right, so it wasn't our typical show. We didn't do. I had a bunch of friends with me. A bunch of them are in the chat right now. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Craig. But we were just goofing around. It's been a crazy, emotional week for every one of us. And so we did share a lot of scores. We shared like 21 bolos. But then we had some fun. We did a competition, and we just had some just lighthearted good time. So if you haven't watched it, please go back and watch Thursday night show. It
was great. I tell you, I was giggling and laughing. The costume changes were fantastic. I mean, you guys, if you need a light night, go back and watch the show. It was so much fun. It really was.
All right.
Deandra. Okay. Deandra, we got you, honey. Thank you.
And then kind of like crazy weird timing, because we have a president-elect who is a Catholic. Mm-hmm. Charlotte and John sell not just normal Catholic items, kitschy Catholic items like Jesus paint by numbers. And so they got a lot of good stuff, and that they do, like Mom and I and most of you, they'll sell anything, but like my specialty is tiki mugs and music. Their specialty is kitschy Catholic stuff. So
That's
if you're
amazing.
not Catholic, definitely tune in so you can learn what you should be looking for. And if you are Catholic and you never thought about the kitsch side of it, tune in. I got a mug. I think it's around here somewhere. Jesus shaves.
Oh
And
my.
so is Jesus with a beard. When you put in a hot beverage, the beard goes away.
I like it.
Okay. That's what we're talking about Catholic kitschy stuff like that. So Lisa said, hey, I have those nuns. There you go. See?
Hey, Angelique, on your paint by number with Jesus, I hope you price it high. Those bring really good money. I've sold all of my Jesus ones, Last Supper and other ones of Jesus. So make sure you got a good price on that.
And that's what we're talking about Thursday with Charlotte and John. So tune in on Thursday. And then Mom and I have already figured out what we're talking about next week because I picked up something today and Mom's got something. So I know we're already into the holiday season, but I know all of us haven't listed all our Christmas stuff. So we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about prioritizing what you should be listing this week and next week and how Christmas music is going. Here's a tip. It's going good. So get your Christmas music up. But we're going to be talking about, are you ready? Is your Christmas stuff up? Are you looking for the right stuff too? Because we've got plenty of time to find it, list it, and sell it.
Yep, absolutely. Mom is reading her Christmas decorations that are buried downstairs in my basement because I don't bring out hardly any of it anymore. So I think I'm going to be untubbing my Christmas stuff. How's that? I'll do some untubbing of my Christmas stuff and we'll see what I got.
And here's a great comment from Marisa. She collects rosaries. So when you think about buying things to sell online, someone collects everything.
Yep.
Some people are like, you collect tiki mugs. People don't know. And then I'm like, well, you collect rosaries. I never thought that because that's just not part of my daily life, but it is part of someone's daily life. And so that's great. And that's the kind of things we're talking about. All right. Now it's time for, where is it? Where it is. Mama's Boy, and that's my mama. Little pictures of us in our youth that are cute, fun, and or embarrassing. All right. So first off, that's my mama.
Okay. All right. Well, I really only dug this out for one reason, not for so much for me sitting on the car, but the story that goes with this. Dad and I had just purchased this brand new 1966 Pontiac, and this was in late July, you guys. Well, in about a month and a half from that purchase, that's when we got ding dong, Uncle Sam wants you, and that's when they came and drafted Dad for during the Vietnam War. So we hadn't even made a payment on the car yet. Yeah. And of course we were wrecked. And we went up to the bank because the local banks that you know everybody where you get your loans. Those are the handshake days. And they said, well, you got two options. You can hold off paying any car payments until your husband gets out of the service in 2 years, or continue making your payments. So, we said, no, we'll continue making the payments and do it. But so that was our, rude awakening when we had just bought a brand new car. I think that was our first brand new one we ever bought since we were married. Let's see, if this was 66, we weren't married too long. We were only married 2.5 years when Dad got, knock, 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 come in. This is at my parents' house, by the way. And that big white building in the background is where we raised 5,000 chickens every 2 years for eggs. Oh, worked my tails off in that chicken farm, I'll tell you guys. So that is 1966. There you go.
All right, Elisa, send me that picture. We'll bring it up on the show Thursday.
Yeah.
For sure. We'll see it. And I missed it. Elisa went to there we go. She went to a church sale and a covenant yesterday, picked up some kitschy Catholic stuff. I love it. It's all tying together. And we book the guests based on who's around, who wants to talk. So never thought, anything about it. And then I'm like, oh, what a week.
Right.
Looks like a chef's hat. All right. So I really wanted to give you guys a good laugh. So are you ready?
Oh boy. I don't know what he's got this week.
Are you ready? This is senior prom.
Oh boy.
And I'll be your waiter for this evening.
I remember that.
Had a lot of hair.
Uh-huh.
Baby face, no earrings, no beard, nothing.
Yep.
That was my girlfriend Tammy at the time.
I remember Tammy. Yep.
White on white. So then I had a question. I had a thought. You ready?
Okay.
Who wore it better?
Oh. Oh,
So basically, if I had the bling on mine, I would be the exact same thing from what Tom Hanks wore in Big.
yeah. Oh, one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. And my tux had bling, it would be the exact same.
It sure would. Very close. Yeah, I love it.
Oh my. Yep. and I every time we needed a tux, I did white on white. I don't know what my fascination was, but most guys did the traditional. I'm like, I'm going white on white.
And looks good. Looks good, honey.
Oh, thanks, Donna. Thanks, Donna. Did I play the floor piano too? No, I wish. Look at all my hair.
I know. What happened?
Look at all that hair, my big old spiky hair.
Yep.
All right. What'd you sell, Ma? Because we missed you last week.
Yeah, I know. I stuck with one I had listed for you guys for last week. And I will start out with the Fitz and Floyd parrot picture that I had purchased along with those couple of those other ones that I've sold. I did sell. I bought it for $18, you guys, and sold it for $50. So
Liberace, Saved by the Bell. Was there tuxedos in Saved by the Bell? Weren't they kids in high school? I never watched it, so that reference is law. I mean, I know the show, but I've never watched it.
But yeah, Fitz and Floyd, you guys. I mean, whether it's the newer Fitz and Floyd or the older Fitz and Floyd, still, if you can get it cheap enough, pick them up because now I'm out. I've sold all my Fitz and Floyd pieces. I wish I had more.
Thumbs up for Jason's hair. Thank you.
I like it.
Thumbs up. I miss my hair. Yeah, I don't know if Rick's still in the chat from Rick and Craig. But Rick decided to shave his head the other day because he was just tired of his hair. And Craig and I are both like, F off. Really?
Yeah, exactly.
We would love to have that option. Oh, there he is. There he is. I'm going to shave my head. I love you, though, Rick. You know that.
That's right. Okay. Now, this wasn't a huge seller, but I have to
Speaking of Liberace.
Yeah. This was a vintage, 8-light Christmas chandelier. And we didn't have any bulbs. And we couldn't test it, and we still had the original box. And so, as you can see, I said untested because we didn't know if it worked or not. But somebody bought it. So, when it comes to that kind of stuff, especially vintage, there are customers out there who will purchase this. It just kind of blew Mom's mind that we sold it for the full price of the $14.95, and just don't even know. Used it, yeah. See where I said used and not tested with bulbs. We didn't know. Didn't know if it worked or not. Dad wanted to throw it away. And I said, no, come on, let's list this. We might get something for this old timer. And we did.
Now it's Bad Dog and Bald Dog. And Angelique said, don't tempt me to shave my head. Angelique, if you shave your head, let's do it on YouTube. Come on, that'd be fun. If you shave your head, let's do it. That'd be fun.
All right.
Speaking of paint by numbers.
Exactly. Indian paint by numbers bring very good money, everyone. So if you ever, almost all paint by numbers bring some decent money, but Indians are another one of the higher priced ones, that will bring you in some money. On this paint by number, I paid $2 for it, you guys, and I did take the best offer of $45 on that.
So yeah. The ampersand, which is the and symbol, it's called the ampersand. It does mess up when you're looking at it in a search, but sometimes a name, Fitz and Floyd, it's spelled that way. So yes, I wrestled with that too. And so if I need to if myself needs to put the word and in like this and this, I will definitely write out and. But if it's a brand that has the ampersand, I spell it out the way they did it. So that's how I go about it.
Yeah.
And yes, she could have used, did you use Parrot Head at all in that picture?
I can't remember. Did I?
I don't know. But you could because Buffett doesn't own that. So
right. But yes, and I have from I think I did on some of the other ones, Jason, with the parrots. I used Parrot Head. So yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's for dinner, Craig? Now I tease these today because I'm like, it kind of looked like that pair of jeans down in little pellet form.
It did. These were those Tommy Bahama rocks that keep your drinks cold. We bought them at a garage sale. They cost me 50 cents. And I had them for a while. They didn't sell right away, but I just I took a best offer of $15 on those, but for 50-cent investment. But I just thought it was such a different item. I've never seen them before in my life. But somebody wanted them, so I took the offer.
So yeah, you could do Fitzfloyd. To me, it's one of those weird quirks I have. Like I have to write T-shirt, capital T dash shirt. It's just a quirk I have. I like how it looks. I like the flow of it. So there is a company or a title with the ampersand in it. I still do it. But yeah, you can just put Fitzfloyd and that'll work too.
Right.
Yeah, I've never had any difficulty with anything that I've had used that wasn't tested. So
yeah,
but there are customers who are like, oh, I missed that part. That's just part of the game, you know?
Yeah, just like what we said. But I have sold a few things that I've say untested, you know, because when you buy cassettes, I don't have a cassette player. So, you know, I'm not testing those. Yeah.
Pre-charred marshmallows. You can buy your
I do, don't they?
pre-charred marshmallows.
I know. I mean, whenever I see Tommy Bahama on anything, I always check it out because it sells well. So, okay, I purchased these this summer. Those are the hobnail glasses. They were $1 each, so that would be $1. And I had a sale. I almost missed this.
Peggy can even sell rocks. And thank you, Debbie. Debbie's always in the chat, helping me out, sending me the questions. So thanks, Debs.
Yeah, appreciate that, Deb. And I ran a sale, guys, for just a 3-day sale, and those sold for $17.47 as soon as they went on sale. So for $1 investment, so that wasn't too bad. These were those white Vans shoes that I bought from an older gentleman. It was his garage sale, and he said they just didn't fit, and they were $3 I paid for them, and then they took the offer from the sale of $34.99, I guess it is. Yeah.
Hey, CDs.
Well. Hey, you know, it wasn't a huge return because they were on sale. Well, it wasn't too bad because I paid 50 cents a piece for the CDs and sold them on sale for $16.09. So that was good. Huh? Yeah. Every little bit comes in, you know. Oh, that good old Hadley plate. Didn't take long to sell this one. I paid, let's see, 50 cents for the Hadley plate and is that on sale? Let's see, $18.90. I took best offer $15. Yeah, $15 on that, you guys. I've sold every piece of Hadley I've ever had. Every piece. Sooner or later it goes. And that one went relatively quick. Now I have no Hadley left. I'm always looking.
If you haven't given a thumbs up yet, give a thumbs up for Debbie doing an awesome job, always behind the scenes.
Yep.
She gets my guests together, gets all the notes together, sends me when people have asked questions, especially if I miss it, I got to scroll back up. So yes, if you have not given a thumbs up yet for this show, please give Debbie a thumbs up. She's the one that works tirelessly behind the scenes to make me look good.
Right.
So give Debbie a thumbs up.
Yes, for sure, Deb. We love you, honey. I see you in the chat. I'm not sure who this person is. Def Con Craig. That parrot had to be a shipping nightmare. I should have taken pictures. Dad did an awesome job on shipping that.
I tell you that.
I know, but I think they get tired of seeing all our shipping.
No,
pictures.
Because that's different. We have never seen a crazy picture with a bird.
Yeah, I mean, because we took the bubble wrap and went in and under the tail, and we had to be really careful. And I got a nice note back. It went to a person in Hawaii, Jason, and we conversed back and forth a little bit. And he said, "I've been looking for this picture for the longest time. I used to have one; it broke, et cetera, et cetera." And I said, well, next time I come to Hawaii, I'm coming to visit you. So I've kept his information because you never know, when you might have to meet him again. But he was so nice and raved about the packing job. He says, because, every time he says I get stuff like that, it usually ends up broken. So that was a good one. Dad did real good on that.
Well, let's teach this lesson. Maybe people don't know how to do it. Cool. All right. I never even thought of that. So hold a sec.
Yep.
Where am I? Right there. Okay, so right here is the thumbs up. And see, we have two angry people who want to give us a thumbs down. Right. So on the computer, it's right there. It's a little trickier on mobile, but mobile, if you close out the comments, you can give the thumbs up or thumbs down. Mm-hmm. Get rid of that for a second. So yeah, just click that. 58. Come on, we got 142 of you watching. Only 58 thumbs up. Come on.
Thanks, Greg. I didn't know that was you.
Yeah. Is that Greg?
That Greg.
Okay, 59. One person gave us a thumbs up since I asked. So there you go. That's how you do a thumbs up. So if you got any question like that, if you're new to online stuff, YouTube, eBay, Mercari, whatever, it doesn't have to be selling it, but it could be like, you're watching my show. You want to give us a thumbs up? Cool.
Exactly.
We're happy to show you. We are happy to show you.
Always. All right. Then I showed you guys, and this was not too long ago. In fact, it would have been really short time because I think I only showed these like 2-3 weeks ago at the most. These were those Henley shirts with the Disney embroidered prints on them. And the woman bought the one from me, and she says, she said, I forget what she told me, how she put it. She says, oh, if you ever find any more, no, she bought it, and she says, thank you for taking my offer, because let's see, what did I sold it for, I paid 50 cents for it, you guys, and she bought it for, what does that say, Jason? $24.95. So she paid full price, and then she sent me a nice little note, and says, if you ever have any more of these, let me know. Well, I had another one, a pink one. And I send her, a picture of it. And I said, I've got this. So I sold 2 shirts to the same woman. So 50 cents a piece, $1, you guys, and sold them both for $24.95. And so $50 return for my $1 investment. And I did, of course, I wrote her back and said, look, I can put this one in with the other and do, so you don't have to pay shipping on the second one. And and away it went. So don't forget to do those kind of things. Read your feedback comments, because I have found things that way to follow up on, and make sure you read their little notes if they send you a note sometimes, when they make their purchase. So that's important.
Did you see this comment from Melissa?
You made it. You got to so. Oh, I'm so excited! Yes, that's great.
Brian's got new ideas now. Spray foam. Debbie thinks one of the thumbs down is for her. Only one, Deb? Where'd it go? Wait. Matt said the thumbs down are 2 people who are emotional about returns.
With the why I put with Disney catalog in the title, was that one of the questions?
I haven't got to that one yet.
Yeah, it was there and it went by real quick. From Chris Coleman. Why did you put Disney catalog in the title? Because that was the label name, Disney catalog, which makes it a little bit older, I believe. Because
it depends where it came from. Disney.
Yeah.
The parks, the catalog, the store, or Walmart.
Yeah.
It's all very important because it depends on what's going to be worth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then, I got a little story with the next item. Okay, we finally sold our Huffy bike. Now, we paid $6 for this, you guys, and we sold it for $125. Now, of course, it was local pickup only. So, and I said to Dan, every time we've had a few where they don't read that it's a local pickup only, and I've had to, relist and refund. But as soon as this one happened, I quickly sent the buyer a note, and I said, please let me know when you intend to pick it up. I said, we'll make the arrangements. So I got an answer back from this one very quickly, and she says, well, we live 5 hours away, but can we come this Saturday? And I said, sure. And they came, you guys, they came in from Indiana, must be the far part of Indiana, because, they must have been far away, because Indiana's not, next door. It's close to us, actually. But 5 hours, they came. We put it in their car, and they turned around and drove 5 hours back home. 10 hours for a bicycle, you guys. That's what just blows my mind. And I got a good story for next week, too, Jace, on something we sold. So that'll be for next week's show. And then we can finish up with.
Hold on. Great question from Carla in the chat. As a new seller, how do you encourage people to give feedback? You don't. And here's why, Carla.
Yeah.
You ever heard the old adage, never poke a sleeping bear? So you might have, and look, you're new. I fully understand you want to build up your feedback. But oftentimes when people are bugged to give feedback, they're like, oh, you want feedback? I'll give you feedback. And so you don't want that. And there's nothing you can do once. Now, someone might have got something they didn't love. They're angry, but kind of like the returns that never come back. They just moved on. That guy who threatened me negative feedback, he just moved on.
Right.
Okay. And so say you sold 10 things, you only got 2 feedbacks. You sent out 8 little notes. Can you give me feedback? What if within those 8, someone was really unhappy? You get 1 negative and you've only got 4 positive. That's going to hurt percentage wise. It's going to really, really hurt you. So tell you what, send me the link to your store. I will buy something today from you and I'll leave you a nice feedback. How's that sound?
There you go.
I'll help you with your feedback.
Also, Carla, do you have your automatic feedback set up to give the buyer feedback? Because Jason helped me with that, doing mine, so that they automatically get a good feedback. So if you haven't done that, I'm sure someone can help you do that, right, Jace?
Yep. Bye,
On
Lisa.
that?
Lisa's
Yep.
going to eat dinner. So I think it'll be a clickable link, but there's the link to send me directly on Facebook, the link to your store, Carla. I'm dead serious. I'd be happy to buy something from you and leave you feedback. So
Yep.
send me your store and I'll go shopping tonight.
And you have my last two items there? Okay. Some of you know that our local, one of our local tiki bars that I go to a lot and do a lot of things with them with their tiki flea market is Tiki Underground, which is about 40 minutes away from where we live. I had two of their mugs and decided to put one up for sale, and it sold. And then as soon as I sold it, Jason, now this is what's so funny. As soon as I sold it, I got a message from somebody. Hey, is that tiki mug still for sale? And I said to Dad, well, if you want to sell it, we could sell ours and then just eventually go buy another one from Tiki Underground. And so we did. So they did cost me, the mugs cost me $85 at the time. So I had a $170 investment and I sold two of them for a total of $325. So as you can see, even though you have to spend some big money, you get some good money. So, that was well worth the flip.
Now, I will say, though, you gave all the extra merch in this one, and then you didn't have anything for the next one.
I did. I just didn't do it in the picture because the guy didn't care.
Oh, okay.
And so we sent him a bunch of stuff. I said, okay,
Gotcha.
I just put up the picture real quick just so he could make the purchase, and away we went.
All right. So Carla, I put a clickable link. If you're in the chat, this is actually clickable. That's how to get a hold of me and just message me your store. If you don't know how to do that, just message me and I'll work you through it later today. Okay.
There you go.
I'm a man of my word. I want to buy something and I want to leave you feedback. I want to be part of your journey.
Right. Absolutely.
And Linda, if you got something that I need,
hey,
people know what I like. I'm not shy about what I like.
That's true.
All right, Mom, what'd you find this week? Anything?
All right. Well, let's see. Let's move along again. All right. I'm going to start out with some Easter items. It's never too early to shop for stuff.
Oh, hell no.
You guys. That's for sure. This is brand new in the package. It's a mommy bunny apron with legs. Here, can you see the picture at all? Oops, I think it's over there. So it's an apron with legs, and I don't want to, of course, open it, but it cost me $1, you guys. But this is going to probably sell for. I'm going to put this up for around $20. It looks really, really cute. And then along the same lines was this bunny hat. Is this cute or what? And this cost Mom 50 cents. It says the official Easter bunny, and has a snapback. And I will probably put this up for around $15-20 as well. But never too early, guys, to start with that. Fell into this beauty, Jason. It's not a beater lack, but it is in beautiful condition. And it is another Chief Wahoo blankie. Northwest one, Jace.
Okay. Oh, man.
Yeah. And I picked him up. It's really nice. I mean, it doesn't have any pilling on it or anything. Picked this up for $5, you guys, and I'm going to be listing this one for around $60. Only because, Chief Wahoo is around, but I don't know for how long. So we'll see on that.
So someone wants to know how you do the automatic feedback. We will definitely demonstrate that.
Yep.
We either fit it in next week or do it the week after. So stay tuned. Okay. We will definitely walk you through that to make your life very easy. I haven't had to leave a feedback in 10 plus years.
Right.
So much easier. So much easier.
Yeah. I made a note, Jason, so we'll make sure that we have that.
Yeah, Debbie's got it too. She threw it in my note group for me.
Good. Okay, here is a vintage Lily Pulitzer skirt. It's kind of a wrap skirt. You don't see those much anymore, but I want to show you. It's a size 10, everybody. And this is the older label, as you can see. The early ones were in the black and white, and it's got the pictures of the monkeys and a boat and a banana and so forth. And I will probably put this up for around $30. I usually put my vintage ones up a little bit higher. Okay. Look at this t-shirt, Jason. Have you ever found this one? At all?
No.
Yeah, cool. It's pretty cool. Mom looked it up. It brings some decent money. I did pay $275 for it, and I probably will list this for $24.95 or $29.99, one or the other. So on that t-shirt. Nice. But that one does bring some bucks. And I got to get this up right away since we're rolling. This is a nice Ohio State University, a pullover V-neck. It's a 2XL. So that will help Mom. And I paid $2 for this, you guys, and I'm going to list this for around $45. That should bring me some good money, maybe even 50, Jason, because it's the bigger size. So I will do that. Okay. All right. Scrubs. Always buy scrubs, guys. I still buy scrubs. I've got some holiday ones in here. I've got penguins. I found tropical ones. Christmas. Easter. And I picked up an Easter one. Those are hard to find. Don't pass those up. And most of my scrubs, I do not pay more than $2 for scrubs, you guys. And I usually list them between, depending, 15 to 20, just depending, what the design is. And if they're Disney, they're always priced higher, always. Okay, Jess, I got something for you. Because I don't know. I just happened to come across this in my closet. I said, why did I put this up here? You see that? Do you have one of these 3 dots and a dashes?
Well, yeah, that's the box your mug just came in that Angela delivered to you. Like,
I know. Now, my question is, are the boxes worth anything?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they would be, but
yeah,
most people who sell the mugs sell it with the box. So
right, and I said to myself, well, do I want to keep the box? Not keep the box? What would you do?
Oh, I always keep all my mug boxes. I always keep the mug boxes that are fancy.
Yeah,
the plain brown cardboard ones get pitched.
Yeah.
But those, that's fancy. I would definitely keep that.
Keep that one. Okay. All right. Because I was debating whether or not I should sell that. Okay.
I don't think brands are so important on scrubs, Lori.
Uh-huh.
It's more about what the scrub is, not so much the brand.
Yes, it is not the brand. Not at all, you guys, because I have sold everything with scrubs, and it doesn't matter. It's the print. That's what sells your item. And, of course, the bigger sizes always sell better. Always. Okay, so Dad and I ventured down to Hartville yesterday to go to the flea market because our weather's been so gorgeous. I said to Dad, we should go. I said, I'll bet there'll be a lot of vendors. Well, there were. It was pretty crowded down there. And we picked up a few goodies. And we found these.
Oh, look at that.
This is gravel art, you guys, or pebble art, whichever you want to call it. It's what do we got here? We got the old-fashioned kerosene lamp. And we got a coffee pot and a candle and maybe sugar bowl. So in beautiful condition, Jason. The stones are great. I did pay $8 for the pair, and I'm going to list this pair for around $99 because this one is bringing some very, very good money. Okay, gravel art, guys. Always pick up gravel art if it's cheap enough.
Linda's got a thing for cube boxes, and then she added, much to Henry's dismay, her husband. Oh, yeah. I got closets full of good tiki boxes because my collection is always fluid. I'm buying and selling all the time.
All the time.
And so if I go to sell something that came with a really nice box, I got to go dig it out.
Well, I started to get excited because we were at this garage sale and I found this. And I
straight out of my presentation.
Oh, but guess what? No record.
The record cover will still sell.
That's what I thought. That's why I said, well, she said, oh, just take the cover because there was no record in there. So what do you think, Jason? What kind of money on?
Well, we'd have to look it up because I am sure someone has sold that recently. But yeah, that's the kind of cover that will still sell for sure.
Yeah. So this was free. So we'll get some money out of it, I'm sure. But this one I paid $0.25 for. Now it just looked odd to me, and with the cocktails and everything. So I did look this up. And I'm going to put this up for around $20, Jason, according to what Mom did on her.
Is it sealed or does it just have the sell?
No, not sealed. It's open. It's open.
I've never seen that record. Let me see the back of it.
Yeah.
now I'm shopping. Like, what's the? See the songs. Bring the songs closer, please.
Oops. Here.
Yeah, there we go. But that's cool.
Yeah.
If that was here, on the record player.
Did you see the cocktails I thought were cool? That's what caught my eye, right away was that.
All right, Brian, knock it off. Now I want a Gene and Jude's hot dog. Stop that. And their fries are awesome. My mouth is watering. Halakihiki does have mugs. They're not the best usually, but sometimes they'll put out a mug that's pretty good. You just got to keep an eye on it.
Right. So the last 3 items I'm going to show you is what we picked up at the flea market yesterday.
How much did you pay for the cover?
The cover was free.
Free. Better than $0.25.
Free. Yeah. Free. Okay. And you see this guy? Okay.
What is it?
It is a decanter by Ezra Brooks.
Shut up. How's it a decanter?
I know it. Now here, this comes out. Let's see if I can get it out of here. Here's the lid, see? And then here's the decanter. Now, it's dated Heritage China 1970. Ezra Brooks, Maine Sesquicentennial, 1820 to 1970. I don't know if you can see that much, but you know. But is that cool or what?
That is neat.
I know. So we paid. Where's my note? I paid $3. She was asking for. I said, how about $3? So I got it for $3, and I am going to list this for $49.99.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool, honey?
Well done.
I know. Isn't that neat? Okay. All right, chat.
Enjoy your Indian food, Christine. Bye.
What is this? Anybody?
A box with a human head in
Jace, you got any guesses?
I don't know what that. Usually I know things. I don't know this.
Doesn't know this. All right. I'm just seeing if the chat, I'll give him another second or two.
Look at that. Kim from Oregon said, I collect gravel art and I've never seen those before. Yeah. I hadn't seen those two pieces either, Kim. I was like, wow.
Yeah. I mean,
I've seen a lot of gravel art. I hadn't seen those two.
Yep. So no anybody. Oh, I saw it. Ann Lingerfeld, you got it. It's a milk box for delivery. So back in the day, because Mom can remember these, you would have this setting out on your step usually, and the milkman would come along and leave your milk in this milk box. Kept it cold. We also had a doorway, double doorway that we would put our empty glass jugs in the doorway, and then the milkman would come and take the empty glass ones and give us our filled ones. So this is even newer than what Mom did on that. Oh, so this where's my notes? Okay, guys, I did pay some good money for this. I paid $40 for this.
Holy cow.
Yes.
I
did.
It's the big one. I'm coming. What?
Yes. But I'm going to list this for $135.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's that.
And right now, about half our audience just fell off their chair. Ooh, 176 people. Give us a thumbs up. Hey, did you see that Decanter's Maine's 150th anniversary decanter?
What?
The lobster.
Yes, I know. That's what I said.
Oh, you did say that? Okay, sorry.
Yep. I did.
I was going through the chat.
All right.
New Jersey Picker. No one really sells CD art. So if you don't have the art, and people don't tend to buy loose CDs. So that's one of those things where I just don't see the artwork being sold too often. So, but if you want to message me, because if you think you really got some rare ones, let me know. I'd be intrigued to see what you have that you think is rare.
I like the Treasure Coast Picker's remark. He says, for $40, I should get the milkman with that. I love it.
Holy cow for milk box. I see what you did there, Heather. I see what you did.
Woo-hoo, you guys are clever. I love that chat.
160 quarters. I know. There goes my inheritance. It's over.
It's gone. All right. Look here, JT. It's a Bob Marley box set.
Look at you buying CD box sets.
I know.
Who are you? Where's my mother?
It was only $1, but this is, I think, around $20-25 on this.
Let me see the back of it, Ma.
What Mom saw, unless you know better.
I was worried it was one of them cheapy, crappy budget box sets, but it looks legit.
Yeah.
Good job, Mom.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna end with one item. I got a holy grail in this department.
A holy grail. Well, that's a hell of a start. I've got a holy grail.
Yes, I've talked about oyster plates, I think, in the past, and I can't remember if I've talked about oyster cans. Well, I found one yesterday. Oyster cans, guys, are really, really sought after, and very, very expensive. I mean, you hardly can touch them when you do find one. This had a price tag on it of $25, and I kept finagling, and then I finally said $10, and I'll take it. And he paused for the longest time, and I gave him the biggest smile I could. I said, "Oh, come on, you can do 10." And he said, "Okay, take it for 10." All right. So whenever I'm a
little old lady, give it to me for 10.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is a Chicantique Island brand. So this is actually, these oysters were packed right in Chicantique, Jason. And Jason knows where I'm talking about, down in Maryland. I did pay $10 for it, guys, but this will be listed for $125. Yeah. So oyster cans. The other thing I think I talked about, Jason, when I was talking about oyster, was the oyster plates. Those also bring very good money. If you ever see oyster plates, you guys, it's kind of like a deviled egg plate. You know, they got the indentations where the oysters, will sit when you go to serve them. So anything to do with oysters, big money, always good money. So don't
Big.
pass those up.
Huge.
Yeah. yeah. I love it. And that's it. That's my goodies.
All right. If you haven't given us a great live audience tonight, thank you. The chat's great. Live audience is huge tonight. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Give us a big old thumbs up. And if you've never subscribed, please subscribe right around here somewhere. Click the bell. We do this show every Sunday. I do Thrifty Business every Thursday. Stacy and I got a thrift haul we got to do. We have to find a moment where our schedules match, Stacy and I, that we can sit down here for an hour and do it. But all kinds of good stuff on the horizon. So don't forget, Thursday we're talking kitschy Catholic items. And then back here on Sunday for prepping for Christmas. It is not too late. And that's what we're going to talk about. And so either next week or the week after, we'll show you how to do automated feedback. I'll go do it again like I've never done it. See how long it takes. I don't know how many steps there are. If it's quick, we'll do it next week. If it's a little more extensive, we'll do it the week after.
Okay. I see a request from Mary if I could do a show and tell on an oyster plate. I do have one still for sale, Jason. I'll dig that out for next week's show. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
I'll make a note of that so you can see what an oyster plate looks like. Or even if you just Google them online, you'll see. The one I have left is just a plain white. The ones with the color and the pictures usually bring really good money. So oysters are big.
Yeah, come on. We're 5 away from 100 thumbs up. There's 200 of you watching. Come on now. We need 5 more.
We had a nice group tonight. Thank you all so much for watching.
Yep. Sorry we missed you last night. I like a week off every once in a while because it is a lot of work putting all these shows together. And then that week goes by and we get back to it. I'm like, oh man, I missed it. Because the last 2 weeks of Thrifty Business have not been regular shows. And I've got like good tips I want to share. So I look forward to getting back into the shows because I miss seeing you guys in the chat and I miss teaching you new stuff.
Right, exactly.
All right, I am out of here. Right. I gotta go take a nap.
Hey, Mom's gonna go relax and hit the couch.
So for selling past your expiration date, being thrifty or 50, I'm Jay.
I'm Peg. Bye, gang. Thanks so much for watching.
And we're gone. Bye-bye.
Bye.